Being in the band for me was good. It was pretty fun. At the beginning there was kind of some tension. It's kind of like a walk through like a minefield probably, with like the mines, like some of us were the mines. And we could only walk by jumping with our feet tied together where the mines were. Part about being in the band, for me, I don't know, just you have to play music with friends, like on the daily. It's pretty sweet. That's like the dream, basically. And the people that you're close with, so it's like super fun and you get to glorify God with it. It's great. Probably the highlight would be just Michael Smith. Would be seeing Michael as often as possible. Upwards of like 4 hours a day. Just hanging out. Just watching him talk and breathe. Jack is it's kind of like a giant, like a koala bear. Slathered in like honey. He's just so darn like sweet and furry.
The most difficult thing for me in this whole process was probably trying to keep my palms dry while I play guitar. My palms can become quite sweaty. I've talked to a few people, one of them has a PhD, that you can actually fix that issue by soaking your hands in tea. I don't know how accurate that information is, but I figure I'll probably give it a shot here pretty soon. In my honest opinion, Jacob resembles a weasel. Mike is probably one of my biggest influences. He is from Alaska, and so he has these dreamy eyes. He kind of he'll remind you a bit of a bear. I can't really explain exactly what it's like when Mike isn't there, but you can't really have a day without Mike in it. His mad swag when he walks, and that alone gives me enough inspiration to get through my day.
So the hardest part of being in this band was the director. Yeah, she thought she could beat me up and decided to put me in a chokehold and drag me across the cafeteria floor one night, and it really messed me up, as you guys can see. We had to have a serious talk after that, but we're good now. I think. Well, at least I'm good, because I'm forgiving. You know, it really slowed me down with playing guitar, and people think playing a 12-string is so easy, and it's like, oh, it's just the same thing, but you don't know how wide your fingers have to be, and the amount of stress it takes pushing in 2 strings instead of 1. The most rewarding part about being in the band was just not the people. People are boring. The recording equipment was really fun to use. It was like I was in heaven, or just, I don't know, some happy land far away, and I could just separate myself from everyone around me, and just, it was me, my guitar, and the sound equipment.
Being part of the band has been interesting. I learned how emotional men can be. They feel a lot of things, especially when we were writing. I've just been hanging out, chilling, get to be the only girl with a whole bunch of guys, so yeah, take that ratio. Joseph has been talking about how I've put a little soul in the flavor. I wrote all the lyrics. Yeah, Joseph's gonna tell you that it's his song, but it's really mine.
I'd like to say that I'm like Jesus. I saved everyone's life with this video. Apparently Liz is the only female in the group. I don't know whether to take that as an insult or a compliment. I didn't mean to hurt Jake. It breaks my heart that I did. Him and I are great. It's great. It's just been great. I would have to say that I'm my favorite person. Jake and his 12-string, nice. Jacob, I really wish he would have played his banjo, but we needed him on the drums. Jack and his electric. Oh, he's electric. Woogie, 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 woogie. I don't know exactly how else to express, except for Mike is like a big bear to me. I love his hugs. They're like bear hugs, you know? Roar. Joseph, oh, great musician, great leader. He's got a lot of great qualities about him. He's one of those strong-minded men who you sometimes can't handle.
The band was probably one of the hardest things in my life. I really think that it wasn't a team effort. I really felt like I was just pulling the whole thing along myself, and I could have just done it by myself if I just put a little bit more work into it. I love having their company, but really all it was just a bunch of cheerleaders cheering me on. I think the most enjoyable part is when Jack offered me his muffin. I just ate that muffin so quick because I was so hungry, and because Felicia just starved us all. She seriously did not let us take a break, and that really frustrated me a lot. She made me miss my girlfriend's birthday. I really think Jake thinks that he's a beast, apparently, and he's not. I pretty much, after this whole experience, I pretty much hate everyone. I think that I will let them know that they're cut. And I'm thinking of maybe putting Mike Smith on drums. That we're looking into going into a new direction, and they're just going in the opposite one. So if you're not helping, you're hurting.
If I could sum up my experience in 6 words, it'd be I am an eagle amongst chickens, so I quit.
You got me running like a thief. All I can do is hide and plead for my life. No one to take me and no one to care for the wandering. I'm living a lie. Against the wind, I can't hold my struggles in. I'm letting go. Always on the road, always looking towards the next freedom, never reaching home.
I don't wanna get lost in my mind. If you'll take me back, I'll stay by your side.
I strive to be all that you see. I stand up to the darkness singing. Oh, 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 oh,
So it's a video.
How do you feel about being a part of the band?
Part of the band? Am I in the band? What band? Oh, I thought